Hello and welcome to a cooking series celebrating the questionable things we ate growing up. Today we're making sweet nothings. You're going to need white bread, butter, and sugar. I'm using Wonder Bread, but you can substitute any generic white bread, being mindful you will lose 75% of the nostalgia. Here's a pro tip. Forget to put the butter away after going to the store, and it'll be nice and soft when you want to use it. Sprinkle sugar to taste. It's not exactly a healthy meal, so skimping on this step isn't going to pull the train in the diabetes station any slower. Go ahead and marvel at the monstrosity that you just made, take a bite, and re-examine your life. Sweet nothings. Next up, we have a sunshine sandwich. The first step is to open up a can of orange juice concentrate. I suggest buying the cheapest concentrate available because you're really just trying to up the sugar content of a peanut butter sandwich, while at the same time giving it that lovely citrus aftertaste of oven cleaner. Now, to be fair, this is pretty much the equivalent of using orange jelly on a peanut butter sandwich. I'm not sure why you wouldn't specifically buy a jar of that instead of using orange juice concentrate, but hey, this technically works. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of technically a meal examples over the course of this series. Now you'll notice that I'm having some difficulty mixing in the peanut butter with the orange juice, mostly because those are two things that should never be mixed, ever. But if you keep at it, and with the power of prayer, you should have a nice orange juice and peanut butter slurry. If you're struggling with this, I suppose you could go ahead and use an immersion blender. I have 2 hands and persistence, and so I'm not having any trouble here. I'm going to go ahead and get my 2 slices of Wonder Bread, the only type of bread we'll be using on this show. Slather on the orange juice and peanut butter mixture. Realize that you probably should have used more peanut butter and more orange juice, but decide that it's okay. It's still technically a sandwich. Go ahead and layer on that other piece of white bread and take a bite. There you have it, a sunshine sandwich. Last is the sandwich of sadness. I made that name up myself because I felt pretty sad making and eating this. The first step is to go to your trusty loaf of Wonder Bread and pull out 2 slices of air masquerading as bread. Next, squirt mayo on 1 slice of bread. I've heard you can substitute Miracle Whip, but this sandwich is gross enough as it is, so stick with mayo. Then, spread some smooth peanut butter on the other slice of bread, and then using that same knife, spread the mayo out on the other bread slice. By not spreading the mayo after you squirt it out of the bottle, you save yourself the trouble of washing 1 piece of cutlery. It's not so much a life hack as it's common sense, though if you're eating the sandwich of sadness, you probably don't have a lot of that to begin with. After both the mayo and peanut butter have been spread out, combine the slices and take a bite. There you have it, the sandwich of sadness.